Hi, I'm Sharon with Sharon D. Litz Photography, where we capture beautiful images to tell your story. And this is Armani. Say hi. Hi. Today I want to take you behind the scenes to show you some of the process that occurs during a photo shoot and after the photo shoot to get you the beautiful images like you see here. So come on along and we'll start at the shoot from the other week. This evening, we were located in the fields of the Upper St. Clair Rec Center. It was an absolutely gorgeous day for the sunset shoot. My model is Tabby, and she is actually the daughter of a friend of mine up the road. She loves to help me out with these projects, and we have a lot of fun. We goof around a lot too, as you will see. This evening, the lighting was absolutely beautiful, but we wanted to use some off-camera lighting. As you can see in between Tabby and I is a giant light. It is actually the Flashpoint Explorer 600 TTL strobe, and the modifier is the Westcott Rapid Box Octa XXL. It helps to create beautiful light on my model. Normally during a shoot, my husband George is the one who carries and adjusts the light. But this evening he was kind enough to switch jobs and run around and capture video for us. I have to confess, when George helps with the light, my job is so much easier. The light can be pretty heavy and awkward at times, especially if the ground is not even. And every time I move Tabby into a different position or turn her around, I need to adjust the light so that it is sculpting her the way I want it to. And yes, there is a lot of running around going on. And as you can see, right now I am using not just the box, but I'm using the reflector in order to catch all the light that I want. There is definitely a difference between just shooting all natural light and shooting with the softbox or the reflector. Here you can see the difference. This is just all natural lighting, no reflector and no flash. Tabby still looks beautiful, but there's no catch light in her eyes and there's no pop with color in her face. She just kind of looks drab. Adding the off-camera lighting, whether it's the flash or it is the reflector, makes a huge difference. It really, really brings her to life. I was actually very surprised when Tabby showed up with this dress. She and her mom picked it out. It's very beautiful, but very translucent. But it did make for some beautiful photos. I absolutely love this one of Tabby. This is Tabby's last change, and we decided to have some fun with it. There's a quick and funny story about this dress. I actually bought it down the road at Goodwill. I showed it to her right after I bought it, and she laughed because she had just tried it on right before I purchased it. We ended up using this dress for part of Tabby's high school senior photo shoot. This dress seems to bounce back and forth between my house and hers. Not that I can wear it, but it's still mine. And of course, we have to have a lot of fun. At this point, the sun was getting really low and it was time to wrap up our session. Even though it was a very short shoot, we got a lot of beautiful images. And a side note, that changing tent in the background is like one of the best investments I've ever made. It's time to wrap up the shoot and head back to the car. And Tabby has to do one more supermodel pose. All right, Tabby, supermodel. On average, I spend about 2 hours with my clients during most sessions. And that is actually the smallest part of my job. And when I get home, it's time to edit, edit, edit. Each photo that I edit and finalize can take about 20 minutes on average. Here you can see I have already started removing the blemishes from Tabby, from her face. I'm removing the stray hairs, trying to make the shape of her hair a little bit better. Deleting everything that might be a distraction in the photos, weeds, the clumps of old grass. Just tidying up the photo and making sure there's no distractions. Tabby is absolutely beautiful, so I don't need to do a lot to her photo. I'm just smoothing out some blotches, making sure her skin tone is more even. The software that I use is Photoshop. I'm sure almost everybody has heard of it. But when I go in and edit, I want to make sure she does not look like she's over Photoshopped. I still want her to look real. I noticed that she had a little bit of lipstick on her teeth, so we have to remove that. Next, I'm going to work on her hair. Even though I got rid of a lot of the strays, it's just a little frizzy and fuzzy. So I'm going to take care of that. I want to make sure it looks nice and smooth for her. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but she does have green streaks in her hair. It's kind of cool. I think when she had her hair first done, it was a much darker, more saturated green. So I thought, well, let's put some of it back. But if I put it back, I want to make sure it looks realistic. So you have to go in and work on the little ends, like right there. But you don't want it to bleed onto the grass and make it look weird. Even though I liked the green, I thought, maybe we could change the color. And then I really love the purple that's in it. So it's like a purple with maybe a little bit of teal running through it. I absolutely love this color. So the foundation that Tabby put on for today's shoot was a little bit darker than her natural skin. So I just want to go in and kind of tone it down and make it all match. I'm going to go in and sharpen it and make sure her eyes are sharp and everything else is sharp. Getting close to the end of editing, I kind of want to maybe change the tone of the photo. Almost done, just a few more adjustments. Add a little bit more contrast here. Change a little tone there, and voila. Here we have before and after.